now. Good afternoon. Just have to put it down a bit. How do you lower this down? Let's put a bit more lower. Please. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to read this poem. It's called If You're a Woman Without a Mother. There will never be a day you don't miss her. Never a day where you don't wish you could hear her voice or ask her to advise just one more time. There will never be a moment that you don't regret all the time she screamed or called or you missed visits simply because life was just too busy. And I realized busy is fake. It isn't real. Now she was and she is gone. You are alone and feeling abandoned. And loneliness is huge, mind-blowing, no matter how loved and surrounded by family you may be. None of it is her. When the woman who brought you into this world is no longer here, it is a lonely place. And you are now she. You are now one expected to guide the discipline to love, to handle everything for everyone. And that is a shock. But you got this because she taught you well, she made you right, and she made you strong, and she filled you with enough love to share around, even after she was gone. So go on and make her proud. And remember, look out for the little girl who still lives inside you somewhere. She misses her mama very much. Be kind.
Good afternoon, everybody. This poem was specially written by Pauline Hanson Gilman, the author of the tapestry, My Life, on behalf of my wife, Larissa, and I. Pauline has managed to capture and express the unique qualities of our dear mother, our queen. We will give her the honor and thanks to our mum in this two-bit poem for its symbolic for the love we had for our mum in the physical world and now in the spiritual world. This poem is titled, You Are My Heart. You are my heart. You told me once to look at you as a dear sweet mother and advised me an advisor of many things and subjects, a specialist in others, caller in my hour, the need and the listener in my darkest of moments, instructing me that God was in the midst to hold my hand gently. You stated to me once, if you need me anytime, any hour, when life comes before too much and burdensome, always know I am here. For you unleash the worries and woes to lean on your strong shoulder your ancestors equipped you with. Now I'm telling you, sweet mama, I am missing you dreadfully. Like the plant without water, the morning dew, the droplets and the rain, like the body missing of the warmth of the sun's glorious rays, like the earth starved of oxygen and the ocean of seabeds reduced to rocks. Finally, I am celebrating you in between the tears that roll down my face, for the aching in my heart, for that no longer to speak with you, for your life has been extraordinary. A graceful woman, a she-warrior of God, a lover of all that is family. You were the solid rock with the anchor embedded, not to be removed. Now the deep cry I bear is powerful, the testament of the amazing lady I had privilege to know and love, and you all as your mother. Let your spirit soar, fly high like the bird and the Savior in the skies. I honor you. Now may you rest in eternal paradise in chambers until the Lord comes. Written by Polly Hansen. Thank you very much.
This was sent from Tanti Williana, and basically she is in England at the moment. It's a tribute to her sister. I hold you close in memory, even though we are far apart. Your spirit will live forever within my heart. Now I know why you always told me to be strong. You knew that one day I would need the strength to share your loss. My loving sister, my own, I tell of how I miss you throughout every single day. I miss our jokes and chats. The way you would listen to me moan, and how you always cheered me up whenever we would talk. Living life without you is so hard to bear. But you are with me always as I see you standing there. You are a wonderful sister. I miss you no end. But more than just my family, I have lost a special friend. God saw you getting tired when a cure was not to be. So he wrapped his arms around you and whispered, "Come unto me." You didn't deserve what you went through, so he gave you rest. In life, I loved you dearly. In death, I loved you still. In my heart, sister, my own, you will always hold a place in my prayers and heart. I remember each day I live that you had a good heart with so much to give. I never had a chance to say goodbye. I know you are happy and at peace wherever you are, surrounded by our heavenly family. God's garden must be beautiful. He only takes the best. I would not wish you could come back to suffer that all again. Rest in paradise, my sister, my own, until we meet again.
Good afternoon. The eulogy for my auntie, Mrs. Elizabeth CEASAR, also known as MYOWN or Tanti MYOWN. Born on the 29th of May, 1935, daughter of the late Willie Joseph and Kelesia Joseph. The name MYOWN was bestowed on her when her late father, Willie Joseph, first laid his eyes on her and uttered, "This is my own," simply because she looked so much like him. Her early education was at Harveyvale School in Carriacou. At the age of 21,
She migrated to England. She was employed at the Hammersmith Hospital, London. She then ventured onto Huddersfield, West Yorkshire, where she was employed with Standard Fireworks. Prior to her migrating to England, unknown to her, she had stolen the heart of Hezekiah CEASAR, known as Hens. He continued his pursuit of MYOWN once she arrived in England. They were formally introduced and were joined together in holy matrimony on the 8th of June, 1958, a unity of love, devotion, and respect for over 60 years. This union was blessed with 4 children, Sandra, Fitzalan, and twins, David and Donna. Tanti MYOWN was a strong woman. Yeah, she's my auntie. The backbone of a household, totally devoted and a loving wife to her late husband, Hens, a loving and caring mother to her children. She was so full of life and down to earth. Her family was very important to her. Never a weekend passed by without a family visit to a sister, her brother, or a cousin. When amongst family and friends, she beamed with that radiant smile of hers. She also loved to dance when her favorite tune was playing. There was no stopping her while onlookers applauded. After all, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Her late father, Willie Joseph, was notable, known for his big drum dancing during his time. And talk about a sharp tongue. When serious or humorous, Tanti MYOWN always had an answer for everything. Her spontaneous response would leave us all laughing and wondering. One of her pastimes was to watch Coronation Street and action movies. When watching martial arts movies, her arms moving, foot flinging, all this while still sitting, which would make us all laugh. When asked, "Mom or Tanti, what are you doing?" With a smile and one eye on the movie, she would respond, "A fighting too?" Sadly, on the 3rd of March, 2022, Elizabeth CEASAR MYOWN was called home, leaving her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren to cherish her memories. She's survived by her children, Sandra, Fitzalan, David and Donna, grandchildren, Shauna, Nathan, Brigale, Joshua, Danelle, Siobhan, Kenisha, Keenan, and Charisma, great-grandchildren, Harley, I can't pronounce this name, Tilia, Monroe, and Ryan, what is it? Hineria, right. Her sisters, Maria, others known as Myra Adams, and Williana Noel. Brother-in-law, Dennis Adams, Panther Matheson, and Paul Noel, other known as Uncle Peter. Numerous nieces and nephews, and their extended families, a host of relatives and friends. She loved us all. Rest in peace, Elizabeth MYOWN, Tanti MYOWN.